This video covers 2 sessions in June at one of my favourite venues, the Buckle at Seaford. A few technical problems prevented me from putting this one out earlier, and it's been a while since I've been able to fish this area. Apparently I hadn't missed much, but as you can see on this occasion I'm into fish straight away. I'm here to catch plaice, but this doesn't feel like a flatfish. Not a bad start, not a huge fish, but a lively and fairly decent schoolie. It's taken ragworm tipped with black lug, and that was on my first cast. With the bass returned, I set up and baited up my second rod. So here's a quick pan round the area and a look at my gear. I'm fishing directly in front of a grey building with a turret, which is the old Buckle pub. With the weather being good, there's a few sunbathers on the beach, but not many anglers. And I'm quite surprised I've got this spot pretty much to myself. The water's gin clear and the wind's from behind, which is ideal for plaice. I've got a rod with feathers in case I see someone catching mackerel, but I'm really after the plaice. So I've got my standard continental setup with reels holding 20-pound braid. I've opted to use 3 hook clip down rigs, both with short snods, one of them with beads. Leads with wires are not needed, so both are attached to pyramid leads. As I'm about to cast out my second rig, I'll run through the locational details. Some of my previous Seaford videos give a regional setting, so here I'm pretty much zooming into the town. Tide mills and the new haven marks are to the north. I've indicated a few of the Seaford marks and where the Buckle is in relation to them. Zooming in for more details, you can see that the Buckle's at the northern end of Seaford, between Bonniston Prob, or the High Wall, and the Sailing Club. It's a popular location since it's pretty much the first place you get to when you come off A259 along Marine Parade. There's a large free car park and I've indicated where I fished. Since I prefer to fish this venue on the ebb, I've arrived just before the top of the tide and I'm fishing it for a couple of hours down. It didn't take long before I get my second bite. And this feels a bit more like a flatfish. Well, I'm happy now since this is a fairly decent place. It's well over £1, so it'll be coming home with me. Before I could recast that rod, I get a similar boat on the other one. Not quite as big, but it's another decent fish, in size. Although I've brought some tipping baits, I don't normally use them, so I'm just alternating with ragworm and lugworm, and sometimes in combination. I think I spot a tiny little tap, so I decide to drag my bait to see if it will develop. Definitely a tap this time. Tightening up and moving the bait seems to work. I think I'm into another fish. This one came about half an hour into the ebb, but it's much smaller than the other two, so it will go back. It swallowed a hook, so needed to be disgorged. A long quiet spell followed, with me just going through the motions. I fished it tied down for another hour and a half, but I didn't get any more bites. A few casts with the feathers produced nothing, so I just had to be content with those 4 fish from those 4 bites. Still, a pleasant enough day with 2 keeper plaice. A couple of weeks later I was back, and again conditions seemed ideal. A bit windier this time, but the water was fairly clear and the sun was out again. This was again going to be a fairly short session, fishing the tide down from just after high water. I had a bite straight away, but it looks like I missed that one. My bait's the same, and the approach is fairly similar, although this time I'll also be trying boom rigs. I'm clipping down for distance again. As I'm dragging my rig, I feel a take. Definitely fish having a go, but it's not very confident. Decide to strike one of those little taps. It's a flatfish, but it looks a bit different. That's my first summer dab I've caught in a while. bites keep coming, so it looks like it's going to be a productive session. A double shot this time, with a plaice on the top and a dab on the bottom. I haven't been here long, this is my fourth fish. It's another little plaice. And that's another dab. I'm quite surprised that the dabs are outnumbering the plaice. Although the fish aren't very big, they're all in very good condition. So here are the rigs I started off with. The one on the right having slightly shorter snods and smaller hooks. This place evens up the score. It's not very big, but I'm still happy to catch it. There's quite a contrast between this session and the last one. Plenty of bites, but not from big fish, and I am missing a fair proportion of the bites. Now that was a much better indication. A good pull round. I'm a bit surprised to find that this plaice is no bigger than previous ones. I've now got a boom rig out and I'm baiting up the clip down rig. I've hardly the time to do that, since it's quite hectic with the bites. My ragworm's of good quality, but my lugworm's quite old. The fish don't seem to mind though, and it's like fishing sticky black lug for dabs in the winter. Now here's one foul hooked. You think you've got a much better fish on when you're pulling these in. I carefully remove the hook and the fish seems unharmed. Clip down rigs seem to be working better than the boom rigs. The plaice are outnumbering the dabs now, but there isn't any size to them. tide is ebbing now, and I continue to fish it down, like I did in the last session. The main difference though is that I continue to catch. The bites did ease up after about an hour and a half, but I already had enough by then, with lots of swimmers arriving and windsurfers. This was a good session, with plenty of action, but nothing spectacular. I was surprised by the number of dabs that showed up. I could have caught more if I fished it longer, but I was pretty happy with catching 13 plaice and 7 dabs. Although June was quite a good month, let's hope the weather improves for August and September. The whole of July was pretty much a washout for me, and I didn't manage to get back to Seaford